Drive Radio. So are you ready, Clemaniacs? If so, then let's give it up for Clem in the PM. If so, then let's give it up.
I love that tune. Little Rod Stewart to get us going. I don't know why it's called Young Turks. To me, it's like Young Hearts. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it sounds like Young Hearts, Be Free Tonight. But it's Young Turks. And that's getting us started. Love that tune. Love Rod Stewart. Love life. It's a beautiful day out. Who doesn't love life? I mean, we are so blessed. If you are tuning in, you're blessed to have hearing, ears, breathing. I don't think if you're listening, you're not breathing. You should be grateful for your breath. Or if it stinks, I mean, that's a different story. But if you're breathing air, that's, grateful for that. It's just a beautiful day to be alive, to be tuned in, to be here in Clemville. We are going to deliver some radiotherapy, yes. And again, I hold no degree. I have no doctorate, no medical license, nothing. But somehow, some way, it's like if I could somehow intravenously inject you with the greatest feeling, I would. Instead, I just do it through the radio. All right? You're going to have 2 hours of just whatever. I don't even know. A customer was talking to me today about, they were like, you do radio? I got to tune in. You're like a character I could tell already. I'm like, well, whatever. They're like, no, I mean, I heard so many good things on the Facebook about you. I see your signs everywhere. You're here. You said you were going to be here. But, I mean, I could just tell. I got to tune in. Hello, you tuning in? I forgot your name. You were like third or fourth chimney appointment of the day. Are you tuning in? Yes. I am so pumped up. I feel great. It's Tuesday. We got a whole week of radio left. I got a ton of stuff. The only thing that kiboshed was yesterday, Oliver with the Zoom. Our updates with Oliver, we couldn't get it up on Zoom. Tonight, Oliver and I, testing at 8 o'clock. We're going to have a Zoom. I might go live. I don't know. What do I know? I don't know much. But I know I love you. Yeah, we're going to fix it. Make sure it's correct. I know it's something I screwed up, but I'm going to fix it because I want to get that guy on Zoom every week. All right, he's showing people out there. Hello, Kathy. He's showing people out there that no matter what, he don't like to refer to it as a disability, nothing like that. I mean, you talk about positive. Oliver is walking around, I mean, just all about positivity. That's his clothing line. I mean, I got his hat down there. Where is it? Let me find it. Right here. Oh, look at that. Look at that stuff right there. It's beautiful. Motivate yourself. And if you hear Oliver talking, I mean, he's like one of the more motivating people, inspirational people you'll meet. But on the Zoom, some people will see him and say, wow, this guy's he's in a chair, wheelchair, whatever, a Zoom chair, whatever it's called, scooter, whatever. I think it's a wheelchair. But like I said, I never heard a negative word except when we're talking about the Giants football team, the Cowboys defense. I mean, but never a negative word. So we got to get him up on Zoom. Oh, that's good. Bryan Avenue Bob checking in. I want to get to that also. Obviously, it's a family here on RCR, the world-renowned CLEM Radio Network. Our man's Friday night, 6 to 8. Had a little surgery this morning. Everybody put in a prayer. He's doing fine, recovering now. I hope I was okay to say that. If I wasn't, it's too late anyway. But, yeah, listen, you never know. Like I said, I had my surgery and you go for the cancer on the face thing and the cardiologist, Bryan Avenue Bob, having the procedure. I thought when I saw he was getting a procedure, I thought we were going to start calling him Bryan Avenue Barbara, but I guess, I was wrong. What do I know? I don't know much. But I know I love Bryan Avenue Bob. He's a good guy with a great show. Friday night, 6 to 8. Call in at 7 and just talk about Clem Show. That's it. I want to hear that. I want to hear people just call in and just start praising my show, like how, it's addictive and, there's nothing better out there. And, just use his airtime to talk about my show. Okay. First caller that does that, I am going to grant you a reward. I don't want to reveal the reward, but you will be granted. Second call that does that, you will be rewarded also, and so on down the line. Okay, so you call 7 o'clock and just talk about my show. Thank you. All right, so talk about shows. Kevin, another successful edition of the Daily Dose of the Good with Kevin Thomas. I'm sure you felt good. You seem more comfortable today.
Yeah, I felt a little bit more in rhythm, and so it felt good to do the show, and it just feels good to be a part of this lineup. I mean, we got Stardust Memories, we had Faith Unscripted earlier today, and then me, and now you, and it just feels good to be a part of it. It really does.
It does, and Kerry's working hard, as she always is, multitasking on many careers to try to fill in more shows. There once upon a time was evening programming here on RCR that was second to none, and I believe that it's going to come back. So I look forward to those days. But yes, it is most certainly good to be part of it. All right, it's 3:22. We're going to take a quick break. This show is dedicated to animals. All right, just so you know, it's dedicated to animals. We'll be right back. Woo!
Hudson Valley News, informative programs, and your favorite music. We're Radio Unscripted, AM 1700, WRCR, and WRCR.com.
Dedicated to personalized service and affordable prices, New City Pharmacy and West Nyack Pharmacy are your family-owned one-stop partners in health. Free prescription delivery, on-site compounding for you and your pet's prescription needs, medical equipment for home health care, immunizations, and more. With top-notch service, competitive pricing, and a wide selection of general health care and household items. Keep it local, New City Pharmacy and West Nyack Pharmacy are here for you.
The first lady of song and the last word in talents, Miss Ella Fitzgerald and Mr. Mel Torme.
So many have asked, what is jazz? Well, perhaps Ella Fitzgerald and Mel Torme could help us out with this one.
But Ella, how do you explain to people what jazz is? How do you talk about it?
Well, the only way I can think of, I have a way. Maybe we could try,
Let me hear it.
Jazz is here on WRCR. Beginning Monday, November 1st, Stardust Memories with your host, Dan Karcher. Weekdays, 10 until 2 p.m., right here on WRCR 1700 AM.
Buying a home is one of the largest investments you ever make in a lifetime. Not sure how much money to put down, what budget to set for buying a home, how to pre-qualify for your mortgage. Join Ann Zeilengold every Thursday at 7:15 a.m. on Mortgage Matters, where Ann will answer your questions and give you tips about the mortgage process. Ann Zeilengold is Vice President of FM Home Loans and has over 27 years' experience specializing in residential mortgages. Don't miss the show every Thursday morning at 7:15 right here on WRCR AM 1700, Radio Unscripted, WRCR.com. Visit Ann at her website, AnnZeilengold.com, or call 354-9700. That's 354-9700.
Now let's take a look at the roads with Hudson Valley traffic.
Well, generally speaking, traffic volume a little bit lighter than usual today because of Election Day. But with that being said, there's some real heavy traffic northbound Hutch heading up through Scarsdale. Left lane construction between Mamaroneck Road, exit 12, and Mamaroneck Avenue, exit 13. It's bridge deck overlay work until about 5 o'clock, so the New England Thruway is better. 287 looks good. I don't see any problems on the Sawmill or the Bronx River Parkway, and let's just check out Rockland County here. Everything is fine on the New York State Thruway and also the Palisades. Traffic is sponsored by Indeed.com. Avoid the gridlock of having to sort through hundreds of resumes to find great people. Indeed's hiring platform makes it easy to attract, screen, and interview candidates all in one place. To find your next great hire, visit Indeed.com/credit. And from the Hudson Valley Traffic Center, I'm Chris Majette.
Weather.
It's another beautiful day across the lower Hudson Valley, although there will be more clouds around. Sunshine this morning, but then clouds will take over in the afternoon, and highs between 55 and 60. For tonight, occasional drizzle around. Otherwise, mostly cloudy and lows 50 to 55. Then on Wednesday, clouds in the morning give way to mostly sunny skies in the afternoon. Highs near 60 degrees. And on Thursday, high 50 to 55. Chance of a shower later in the afternoon, otherwise mostly cloudy. Friday, partly sunny and highs near 60 degrees again. AM 1700 WRCR with meteorologist Mark Hannock.
Up-to-the-minute weather information is always available on the WRCR website. Day or night, when you want the weather, check our website at WRCR.com.
And the current temperature is 53.
I am not an elephant! I am not an animal! I am a human being! Baby, do you understand me now? That sometimes I seem a little mad. But don't you know that no life can always be an angel? And when things go wrong, I seem a little mad. But I'm just a soul whose intentions are good. Oh Lord, please don't let me be misunderstood. You know, sometimes, baby, I'm so carefree with a joy that is hard to hide. Then sometimes seems all I have to do is worry. Then you're bound to see my other side. I'm just a soul whose intentions are good. Oh Lord, please don't let me be misunderstood. If I seem edgy, I want you to know that I never seem to take it out on you. Life has its problems, and I get my share. But that's one thing I never need to do, 'cause I love you. Oh, baby, I'm just human. You don't have thoughts like any other one. Sometimes I find myself alone, regretting some little foolish thing, some simple thing I've done. But I'm just a soul whose intentions are good. Oh Lord, please don't let me be misunderstood. Yes, I'm just a soul whose intentions are good. Oh Lord, please don't let me be misunderstood.
All right, the Animals getting us started. Please don't let me be misunderstood. All right, that's the song I'm starting off by the Animals. I told you, dedicated to animals. See if you can hang with my zoo edition of the CLEM and the PM. For those of you that got 2020 hearing, I'm sure you heard the chickens in the background. Anything less than 2020 coming out of those earlobes, you probably didn't. Why were I playing chicken noises in the background? Because our first story, which I have to get to, it seems as if I must get to this story because when I see stuff like this, I wonder to myself, should I really be eating out? I remember back in the day of working at Ponderosa, when the waitresses would come back to the kitchen and say, hey, table 32, the guy's a piece of... So, we would take the steak, we'd rub it on the floor, like, bang it against our shoes, like do the stomp on it, and then grill it up. And I know karma's coming back, like when I see stories like this, I say to myself, can't you just cook every night? Must you go out? Even places I love, what's going on in the kitchen? Is the guy picking his nose? Is he picking something? I mean, all right, Popeyes in Washington. I know we're nationwide, worldwide. Yesterday, Philippines tuning in. Washington. This guy he's about to do a chicken delivery. Check out, deliver chicken. He's making a TikTok. He's like, yo, this is Popeyes. Dave, we got to get this right. Dave's going to show me how I'm going to get this back on the green screen. All right, I'm getting it on the green screen, and I could just play like the news clip. People could hear it, like the news edition of it, but you also be able to see it because I'll be Clem Cronkite. I'll be that's what I need to be in my studio, like a real. This is Clem Cronkite. We are listening to channel Clem News, and then I'll have it in the background. But as of now, we don't have that, so let me just talk about it. This guy's delivering chicken, and he's like, yo, you're going to see some wild, I quote him, that's right, that's what he says, you're going to see some wild, whatever. This is Popeyes. He puts on the camera, and there's rats everywhere. Disgusting, gross rats everywhere. And I say to myself, you know, they could be anywhere. And forget about the rats. Remember, this is a show dedicated to all types of animals. Animals, and human animals, so stay tuned. This is gross. I mean, rats, vermin, droppings. There's droppings in my chili. I'm telling you, once my wife got this thing stuck in her tooth, it looked like a rat doo-doo. They told us it was a piece of rice. It was a rat doo-doo, I'm telling you. Oh, man. Like I'm saying to myself, like, do I need to eat out again? I can't. Like today I ordered a cook. I got lunch. I told the guy I need a cookie. He grabbed it with his hand. How do I know where that hand's been? I know where my hand's been. I wouldn't want to eat a cookie from my hand. Believe me, I wash my hands enough before I'm so germophobic. I'm always washing my hands, like cleaning them before I grab stuff. Vermin, rats. I know, listen, it's not like they're wrapping up your chicken sandwich. The rat's not cooking your French fries, but it's gross. Disgusting. I mean, honestly, like, I'm thinking of becoming like I need a farm. That's what I need. I need Frank's Place. I need to turn it into a farm and just like become a butcher, learn some fishing skills. I go fish the seas and just cook for my family. Gross, man. Every person, my family members are on their own. They want to go eat out. I'm deciding this. I don't know. I got to sit down and meditate. I got to be the Dolly Clem and meditate over this because I see stuff like this and all of a sudden I start thinking of all the possibilities of where our food could go wrong. Not even counting that it could be poisoned, salmonella, or it could be like just old, outdated, sour. Me and my wife, I'm telling you, one time we got steak. I forgot where it was. Oh my God, we got steak from this place. It was nasty. It was sour. It was bad. It was bad. It was nasty. Man, I'm listen to me. I got to put on the look at this. All right now, if you're on the YouTube or Facebook, you see what I'm talking about. You see you're in the Clemcopter right now. You get an aerial view of what I'm doing. I'm navigating 15 different things. How do I do it? I don't know, but that's why I wear the crown. All right, let me go back to studio. Green screen, thank you. Just a gallon of paint and a few hours working, and obviously all Dave's hard work technology-wise, but there you go. All right, so that's one thing, and that was the chicken, see, because he was delivering chicken. So again, if you didn't hear the chicken sounds during the song I played in the background, all right, so he's delivering chicken. He's the chicken guy. He's taking videos on TikTok. TikTok. I miss my chickens. I wonder if they became food yet or if they're still roaming around. So on another chicken note, I mean, listen, this show is dedicated to animals. And this segment is dedicated to chickens. Listen to me. If you're scared of doing something, you're not a chicken. You're just facing emotions. Don't be scared. Take that step. I mean, listen, if you're thinking about skydiving, that's a different story. I'd be scared too. But it's okay, because we're talking about chicken, and sometimes, you think you're scared to do something, you're chicken. You're not chicken. All right? Chicken is what I'm talking about next, but you're not chicken. You're just scared. But do it, because you don't want to have regrets. It's better to face your fear. And don't think you're a chicken. All right, now we're going to talk about chicken, because this show is dedicated to animals. Today's show, November 2nd, dedicated to animals. Thank you. All right, here we go. A man in Utah was arrested last week for allegedly shooting his father over the wrong order of chicken wings. You understand? This is what this world is coming to. Alika Unga Salafu, 30, is now facing felony charges of attempted murder and felony discharge over a firearm. Now, Sufalu's father ducked when he pulled the trigger. So, I mean, he didn't, I guess, hit him. Or maybe he did. Let's see. He grew up when he's got, fortunately for the duck, when someone pulled the trigger, the bullet hit the wall and traveled into an apartment next door. They began wrestling each other. That's crazy. They began wrestling each other, at which the police say Salufu fired 2 more shots, both of which missed his father and struck the ceiling. After successfully extracting the gun from his son's grasp, Salufu's father called 911. By the time police arrived, Salufu had fled. Now, listen to me. I myself, I love wings. If I was loaded, let's just say I was loaded. I don't mean drunk, but if I was loaded, I was packing a gun. Packing, It's the right term. I'm packing. And the waitress brings out my wings. I said I wanted teriyaki mustard, not flamingo habanero. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this is the world we're coming to. People flipping out, shooting his dad. There must be underlying issues. I mean, he's probably going back to when he was a kid. The dad told him, no, he can't get Kentucky Fried Chicken. He's having flashbacks of chicken, the wrong chicken. It got him triggered about the KFC when he was 6 years old. He couldn't have his finger-licking good chicken. And I can understand he lost his mind, but I can't understand taking a gun and shooting at your dad. All right, listen, it's 3:40 for the chickens and myself here at the CLEM in the PM. We're going to take a break, and we'll be right back with more animal stories, all right? Stay tuned.
If it concerns the Hudson Valley, it concerns us. AM 1700 WRCR and WRCR.com.
It's that time of year again. Medicare Open Enrollment 2020 now. And Mark Brownstein with Emerald Medicare is available to answer your questions. Emerald Medicare's Mark Brownstein and his team are Rockland-based, friendly, independent, and knowledgeable. They can help you get the most out of your Medicare choices and answer all of your questions. Call Mark at 845-5812. Call for a free consultation and annual Medicare plan review today. 845-5812. Or visit emeraldmedicare.com. Sign up for one of his monthly webinars or listen to on WRCR for his monthly half-hour program, Medicare Mark on the Air. Heard live the first Friday of the month at 10 a.m. after Who Wants to Be Volunteer here on WRCR AM 1700 and WRCR.com.
Running out of faith? Then stop by for a service. Don't forget to tune in to Faith Unscripted, a brand new show dealing with the big questions about God, faith, and you. Hosted by Clarkstown Reformed Church's own Pastor Rich. Every Tuesday at 10 a.m. only on WRCR, AM 1700.
If you've enjoyed my show, The Good with Kevin Thomas, you're in luck. Starting Monday, November 1st, you can catch the positive stories, music, interviews, and more 5 days a week. The Good with Kevin Thomas is moving the weekdays at 2 p.m. Now I'm going to give you a daily boost. The Good with Kevin Thomas, weekdays at 2, starting November 1st, right here on WRCR.
SSS.gov presents good advice from Dad.
Do that.
Dad's advice is usually pretty simple.
Don't do that.
Here's Dad on important topics like asking out that girl you like.
Do that.
On asking out her sister.
Don't do that.
Now here's Dad on going to SSS.gov and registering with Selective Service when a young man turns 18.
Do that.
See? Dad knows it's the law, and that registering will preserve your eligibility for college loans and government jobs. Go to SSS.gov today and register.
Do that.
Now let's take a look at the roads with Hudson Valley traffic.
Here's Bell, a lot of folks today being elected. Palisades Park shape so he can bring no issues on 684. Traffic is sponsored by Buy and brought to you by Buy and from the Hudson Valley Traffic.
Weather.
It's another beautiful day across the lower Hudson Valley, although there will be more clouds around. Sunshine this morning, but then clouds will take over in the afternoon, and highs between 55 and 60. And for tonight, occasional drizzle around, otherwise mostly cloudy and lows 50 to 55. Then on Wednesday, clouds in the morning give way to mostly sunny skies in the afternoon. Highs near 60 degrees. Then on Thursday, highs 50 to 55. A chance of a shower later in the afternoon, otherwise mostly cloudy. And Friday, partly sunny and highs near 60 degrees again. For AM 1700 WRCR, this is meteorologist Mark Hannock.
Up-to-the-minute weather information is always available on the WRCR website. Day or night, when you want the weather, check our website at WRCR.com.
And the current temperature is 53.
And we are back here on the CLEM and the PM WRCR AM 1700 WRCR.com. So if you're on the Facebook or YouTube watching live or at a later time, you notice on the bottom left, Dave added in a little thing, of CLEM and the PM. See what I'm talking about? The guy's spinning around, and I got my crown a little bit lower because, let me explain that. That is like, if you've ever seen the Queen of England, the people that protect her, the Queen's Guard, you see how they wear that big fluffy hat down a little bit, almost covering their eyes, as to not be seen. You can't see their eyes, but you don't know what's behind that furry big dome. So basically what I'm doing is I am emulating the Queen's Guard, wearing my crown a little bit lower. As the defender of Clemville, I also, see the crown is lower there. I'm just, that is like the Queen's Guard look right there. I want you to understand. Right now, the crown is higher. When I am doing security guarding Clemville, it's lower, like the Queen's Guard. Instead, I am guarding the king and all his greatness. All right, enough of that delusional. See, that's what I'm saying. Where is my mind? Tomorrow at 8:30, Dr. Barry Fitzgerald will help me figure out where it lies in this universe. Sometimes it's here, a lot of times it's there, and strangely it's over here quite often. All right, but we will figure it out one of these days. All right, 845-429-1700. Now we're talking about animals. I told you I'm all over the place. The question is, can you hang? All right, now I'm going to animals. I talk, and I talk more animals. Oklahoma is going to continue lethal injection after a man died and vomited during his execution. It was Oklahoma's first lethal injection since 2015, when it halted executions after using the wrong drug in one instance and allowing a prisoner to regain consciousness in another. Now, I know. You know what? Let me put the hell in here. I'm all right. I'm broadcasting from hell now. I'm broadcasting. You see, I might burn in hell for this one. It's just my feelings. My feelings alone. I mean, I'm only speaking for myself. And the 13 people that reside in my head, they're actually all speaking, but I'm just going to speak for all of them. This guy, John Marion Grant, the first person executed by Oklahoma since prison officials made severe mistakes in previous executions. Again, including using the wrong drug in one instance and allowing a prisoner to regain consciousness. Mr. Grant was convicted of stabbing a prison cafeteria worker to death in 1998. Now, see, I got to be honest. I don't feel bad. Maybe he reformed himself while he was in prison, became a man of Christ, a man of Jehovah, a man of Muhammad, a man of Hashem. Maybe he helped people read, but he's being served the result of his actions. Stabbing, imagine being stabbed to death. And let's think about that for a second. I mean, before you offer any sort of rebuttal opinion, let's just pretend there's a knife going in and out of us, stabbing us to death, dying after you've been stabbed to death. And I guess you don't die after you've been stabbed to death. You're dead when you've been stabbed. You're dead. So now they execute the man who. This is the case where there's 100% that he committed this crime. When there's no possibility. He was there, witnesses. So I can't say that it's inhumane. You know, maybe if they listen, this might be a little carried away, but I believe some people should have 4 horses tied up with ropes to each leg and arms, and the horse should just take off and rip off their limbs, and they should be left right there to suffer in their mercy. All people that abuse kids. You know what I'm saying? I believe that's what they should do to them. If you had a commercial that played that, like a guy just sitting there in a desert, all of a sudden like he's getting roped up, and it's like, and then like they just rip off his limbs. This could be you. Don't do it. So this guy stabbed somebody to death. Now, I know we have a bad day. I know sometimes we overreact, but I believe stabbing somebody to death deserves something equally as heinous. Painful. I know. Something wrong with me. That's why I'm here. Tomorrow, 8:30, I'll be going to my therapist. You probably need one too, so don't be critical of me. But I got no sympathy for someone who commits murder, especially something as heinous as this, stabbing someone to death. Then they're executed and they vomit. Oh, well. I vomited 3 weeks ago. I lost 32 pounds. Honestly, like I got a virus right after my surgery. I was vomiting for 4 days. I lost 32 pounds miraculously. I gained 36 back. I'm a pig. I told you this show is dedicated to animals, and I am a pig. All right, let me get out of hell. Let me go back to the studio, because some of you be like, nah, can't do that. Can't have an eye for an eye. We got to treat people better. No, we got to let them know from early on, you commit this type of crime, you're going to have 4 horses tied to your limbs, and you're just going to rip it apart. Woo! All right, beat you to it, Rick. All right. Now, honestly, I think about this a lot. This is crazy. Wait, hold on. Let me just answer this thing. All righty. Someone's sending me a note here. Bing, bing, bing. All right, I'll take care of that later. Like I said, I'm multitasking. A lot going on here. I mean, there's a lot. One more time. Look. If you're on YouTube or Facebook, I see. If you're on the radio, you hear it. That is the copter. That's the CLEM copter. I'm taking you copter view of what I do here. It's not easy. You think it's easy? You think anybody can just sit down and do this 5 days a week, hours? I could do this 24 hours a day. Literally. I mean, I don't need to sleep. It's been proven. Ask my wife. She'll tell you I don't need to sleep. I go 3-4 days without sleeping. But I could do this. I could easily beat the world's record of radio with, like, just give me 2 cups of coffee and like Krispy Kreme donuts. 12 pack of Krispy Kreme donuts, 2 large cups of coffee, one now, 150 hours into it, because I think it's like 88 hours. I would easily crush the Guinness Book of World Records. All right. You guys text me about his gutters. See, this is my OCD. I want to answer the text about the gutters, but I'm refraining. But it's my OCD because I offer that great customer service. I mean, I've gotten a ton of other calls too. It's a lot not to just answer my phone calls live on air. It's just this OCD I have, but it's a good type of one. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it actually helps me stay on top of stuff. Let me just fix my earplugs. Tomorrow's Wednesday. What shows do we have tomorrow? I don't think, besides obviously the new ones, I'm thinking, like today we had Pastor Rich, Faith Unscripted. I love that show. I was going to call in, but one of my guys didn't show up today. He had an emergency. So believe it or not, I had to clean chimneys today. And I know I'm not crying, but I'm saying I normally don't really get my hands too dirty. But I had to actually physically clean a lot of chimneys today. And it was reminiscent of back in the day when I was cleaning chimneys every day, for myself or other companies. So I didn't have much time to be in the truck. I didn't get the chance to listen to Dan the Jazz Man a lot. I mean, I got to listen on the drive, but like I said, a lot of times I'm in my van while my guys are working. I'm returning calls. I'm writing up estimates. I'm reviewing video, taking inventory of stuff, planning for the next day. Always busy. Proper preparation prevents poor performance. The 5 P's, I live by that. All right. So I got to listen to a little bit of Faith Unscripted. Was going to call in. It seemed like Pastor Rich was fishing for phone calls. But I couldn't. I just wasn't in the truck today like that. I was unable to. And, when I was driving, I was returning calls, taking calls. Telling people, text me this, blah, 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 I'll get back to you later. But I got to listen to the second edition of Stardust Memories with Dan Karcher. I mean, what am I going to say that I didn't say yesterday? It's going to be a great show every day. I mean, if you like the music, which I dig, I told you, it's like, to me, it's therapeutic, a lot of it. Some of it, I mean, I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to say like, oh my God, I love this music. Like it's my, taking over my world. No, but I mean, some of it I really do enjoy. I like the scatting. I find that very interesting. I think I'm going to scat in the shower. Work on my scat game. But, then you got Kevin. That's like Kevin said before. It's great to be part of this connection, like connecting the dots. The evening shows would be great. I think a country show, a great movie review show, that's great for the nighttime. Maybe someone does like a Delilah show, like love songs. Let's do love songs in the evening. Take calls. Send love vibes through the radio. I don't know what Carrie's got planned, but I know she's working hard, trying to line up some more shows. I live for the day when like there's programming morning to night. And overnight, I mean, if they could find some guy who wants to come in and just talk overnight, that'd be great. I mean, it's like, dude, listen, we're going to give you a chair, a microphone, and you could talk for 10 hours from like 10 to 6, 8 hours, whatever. I mean, I think that'd be better than just playing music, unless they play country through the night. I mean, country people, they go out, they're up all late at night, right? I mean, I think so. You could do the line dance like 2 a.m. So I only say country because there's no more country stations. And I mean, all of a sudden you become like the country go-to place. From 10 at night to 6 in the morning, you're going to get your hee-haw on here at Country RCR with Cowboy Jim. You know what I'm saying? Like some guy, or lady, Cowgirl Lucille, through the night playing country hits. What happened to what's his name? He's a country guy. Redbone? No, not Mudbone. Redneck? Bring him back overnights doing country. All right? This is just a thought. I mean, I like to just vent my thoughts. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I know I'm not talking about animals now. I got a whole second hour to talk about more animals. Animals, people animals. Don't worry, I didn't forget about the animals. And what else did I mean to talk about? I got this Anna the Coupon Queen. She has her book sitting here. I decided I'm not gonna deliver to her until she finishes the other book. All right, it's going to sit here in book purgatory until she can write me an analysis of the complete other book. Every chapter I want a little synopsis of, and I will grade it. And if you get better than a C+, I will pass this book on to you. Until then, it's in book purgatory here in the Clumpound. And, if in fact you haven't liked our Facebook page and you're on Facebook, I command you to leave now. I do. I command you. Leave now. Go to 770, 1010 wins, AM 920, Polsky Radio, whatever, 910. Just go. If you have Facebook and you haven't liked our Facebook page, you obviously are a Clemunky. You're just here tuning in because you have to hear. Even worse, you're a Clemaggot. Pretending we're friends. But you're really not. So like our Facebook page, first of all, that's numero uno. If you're on Facebook, you just like our Facebook page. Whether or not you respond to stuff, like stuff, who cares? I don't care about that. You just like it. Then you go and you like our YouTube page. I mean, again, you don't have to watch the videos that we're going to be having, updates. I mean, dollar a minute interviews. Food reviews with Arthur. I mean, you're going to love those. I love taking Arthur out weekly, giving him new experiences, trying. He loves chicken sandwich. You're going to love his food reviews. I'm telling you, they're going to be priceless. And we got other things planned for the YouTube. And if you don't want to watch it, it's okay. We just need to grow the social media, like the look. All right? And you could help us do that. All right, I got a secret plan. I'm not revealing the secret plan yet. Dave don't even know the secret plan yet. I haven't told Dave the secret plan. He's just doing what he's doing, and I'm working on a secret plan. So I need you to like the Facebook, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Do that, Clemaniacs, Clemunkies, and Clemaggots too. And all is good in the hood. We'll take a quick break, and we shall return. Top of the hour, 4 o'clock break, a little bit longer. Get up and stretch, do some push-ups. Steve, I want you to do 50 push-ups now. I bet Steve can out-push up anybody, honestly. Look, I maybe, what's his name? Supervisor Jim Monahan. I don't know. This guy appears to me to be like, a man of steel. But Steve, I'll tell you, his push. I want everybody else to do 3 push-ups, stretch, get a drink, and be back in a few. All right?
AM 1700 WRCR, Ramapo.
We all want to live healthier lives and make good decisions. Join me, Carrie Potter, on the second Thursday of each month at 5 p.m. for House Calls, a health series brought to you by Good Samaritan Hospital. Each show will feature a different health topic and specialist. Your calls and questions are welcome. That's the second Thursday of the month at 5 p.m. for House Calls. Brought to you by Good Samaritan Hospital. Advancing care here.
Hi, I'm Roxanne Watson, inviting you to join us every Wednesday morning at 9:15 a.m. for Michael's Gifts, a weekly program that focuses on organ donation and patient advocacy. I will be taking your calls and share real-life stories. This show is dedicated in honor of my donor, Michael Boville, United States Coast Guard, and his amazing family. That's Michael's Gifts, every Wednesday at 9:15 a.m. Michael's Gifts is sponsored by Live On New York.
Roxanne Watson is on a mission to have more people sign up as organ, eye, and tissue donors.
Are you an organ donor?
What drives her? Roxanne received a heart transplant made possible by an organ donor.
I decided that day to devote myself to signing up the most people in the United States.
Now she's a powerful force for good.
That's my goal.
What could you make possible as an organ, eye, and tissue donor? Leave behind the gift of life. Go to organdonor.gov. U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Health Resources and Services Administration.
Hello, Hudson Valley. It's Tuesday, November 2nd, 2021. Jeff Lewis with your WRCR News. Today is Election Day here in the county with several local offices on the ballot, including the county executive and several positions in the various towns. There are also 5 state initiatives for Rocklanders to decide. They're on the back of your ballot. The first would amend the redistricting process. The second would update the New York Bill of Rights to add clean air, clean water, and a healthful environment. The third would eliminate the 10-day advance voter registration requirement, and the fourth would allow absentee ballot voting for anyone, even if you're not planning to be out of town. The fifth one has something to do with New York City, and I don't know if you need to bother yourself with that as well. But locally here in Stony Point, a proposal to decide the future of the town's golf course and the Letchworth Village property is on the ballot. For a complete list of candidates and other election information, just find this news article on our website and click on the links. The polls are open today until 9 p.m. COVID has taken 2 more Rockland lives since last week. The total now stands at 992. We've got 16 hospitalized with COVID and 757 active cases. The Scotland Hill Road Bridge in the town of Ramapo, after months of reconstruction, has now been reopened. The bridge was part of a $30.8 million New York State Thruway Authority infrastructure improvement project to replace 3 bridges in the county that were in need of repair. The Hungry Hollow Road Bridge was the first to be replaced and opened to traffic in November 2020. College Road Bridge is expected to open next month. Residents of Haverstraw will have a chance to comment on their 2022 budget at a public hearing next month. Supervisor Howard Phillips says they're currently slightly over the 2% tax cap.
Almost all of our increases are from police salary, police contractual, police health insurance, and retirement. If you take that out of the budget, we're under 0.5%.
The public hearing on the budget is scheduled for Thursday, November 4th. The town of Ramapo is looking to beef up some safety initiatives in town. Joshua Hans was brought in as Ramapo's new program coordinator for the Office of Emergency Preparedness and Safety. That was just a few months ago. In addition to helping residents deal with FEMA when it comes to Ida storm damage, Hans says the town is looking to keep area children safe when they play.
We see a lot of kids riding bicycles, especially other things like electric scooters and hoverboards. We've really been trying to take the time to educate the public about making sure that kids know wearing helmets is something that they need to do at all times. The need for reflectors is so important, and the town, of course, makes reflectors available to all residents at all times.
Now, reflector stashes for kids and adults can be picked up at the supervisor's office at Town Hall. You can also contact the safety office at 845-357-5100, extension 435, or by email at oep@ramapo.org. Rockland's homeless single adults now have a place to go as the temperatures start to plunge. The Yeager Health Center's Warming Center in Pomona opened Monday and has various services, including immunizations, mental health screenings, permanent housing options, showers and laundry facilities, among others. Centers open through April 30th every night, regardless of the temperature, and will be open during the day when it's 32 degrees or lower. Dinner and breakfast are provided for overnight guests, and lunch is served during the day when the center is open. Transportation is available from Nyack, Haverstraw, Spring Valley, and Pomona. If you have a brother or sister in New York and have been told you can't take off work to care for them, even though you may be their only family left, that's about to change. Governor Kathy Hochul yesterday signed a bill that expands the state's paid family leave legislation to allow caring for siblings. Governor Hochul called it a basic human right.
This is not a policy idea that's out there that we can contemplate. It is something that's affecting people's lives every single day. And just you think of older parents as well and older individuals. I also think of the people who don't have children. My Uncle Kevin, a gay man who lived by himself, who relied on his younger siblings to take care of him because he had no children. This is a very real problem for New Yorkers.
The group, A Better Balance, is a nonprofit that supports pregnant workers and caregivers. Co-founder and co-president Dina Bax says Congress should do the same on a federal level.
For too many siblings, when they're facing a serious health issue, this update to the law will help ensure the strongest possible protection for New Yorkers who need time off to care for their seriously ill loved ones.
The bill goes into effect January 1st. Lewis with your WRCR News. The weather's up next. We've got Stardust Memories at 11, The Good at 2, and Clem in the PM at 3. More news and breaking stories. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter, and check out our website, WRCR.com.
Now let's take a look at the road with Hudson Valley traffic.
Well, on this Tuesday afternoon, we've got that road work back on the Hutch, basically northbound through Mamaroneck. There is single laning. I just went through it myself. Only the right lane is getting by, and that's till 5. It's pretty slow going from Wilmot Road up to Mamaroneck. May just want to stick with the New England Thruway northbound and pay the toll instead. 287, still not a bad ride east or westbound from the New England Thruway to White Plains out to the New York State Thruway. Clear as a bell, a lot of folks with it off today, being Election Day. No delays north or southbound, Westchester, Rockland, even Orange County. Palisades Parkway in good shape, so is the Newburgh Beacon Bridge, the Mid-Hudson Bridge. No issues on 684, the Taconic State Parkway as well. Traffic is sponsored by BioNTech and Pfizer. Festivals, football, the great outdoors. Some people say fall's the best time of the year. May also be a great time to consider getting vaccinated against COVID-19. Brought to you by BioNTech and Pfizer. From the Hudson Valley Traffic Center, I'm Susie Cerrone.
Weather for tonight. Patchy frost after 2 a.m. Otherwise mostly cloudy during the early evening, then gradual clearing with a low around 35. Wednesday, patchy frost before 8 a.m., otherwise sunny with a high near 50 degrees. For Wednesday night, areas of frost after 2 a.m., otherwise mostly clear with a low around 32. For Thursday, areas of frost before 9 a.m., otherwise mostly sunny with a high near 50 degrees. For Friday, sunny with a high near 50. Saturday, sunny with a high near 51. For Sunday, mostly sunny with a high near 52. That's the weather forecast. For WRCR, I'm Kevin Thomas.
Up-to-the-minute weather information is always available on the WRCR website. Day or night, when you want the weather, check our website at WRCR.com.
And the current temperature is 53.
The following program is furnished by its producer, host, and sponsors.
Welcome back, Clemaniacs. This is Kevin Thomas, and you are listening to the second hour of Clem in the PM. Here's your host, Pete Clemente.
Not to pick your nose, one of them being it causes a bloody nose, and then the blood's going down my throat. It goes into my nut, comes out this big bloody goop. See, it's still bleeding. It's still bleeding because you know what? I had to scratch my nose. All right, I had to itch the inside of my nose, and now I'm dealing with a bloody nose. All right, I know. Too much information, but here we are sharing it with you. All right, so we are back here. It is November 2nd, a beautiful day. The show is dedicated to animals. You're not an animal. It's your birthday. You're a good person. You deserve a good birthday. You deserve someone to say happy birthday, and that's me. I'm going to say happy birthday to you. And I want you to have a great birthday, not just today, but for the next year ahead. As you evolve, as you mature, as you become more of a better person. I hope it's all done in health. All right, so have a happy birthday today and the rest of this year as you revolve around the sun one more time to your next birthday. All the best to you. And if it's someone in your family's birthday, all the best to them. Remember, any shout outs you want to give, send it to Pete at WRCR. I got to change that. I'm going to get another thing done, but Pete at WRCR.com. All right, David Schwimmer from Friends. He's 54. I never liked Friends. Probably because I have none, but I never liked Friends. I never wasn't into the show. I like Seinfeld. I like Cheers. I like Archie Bunker. I didn't like Friends. Wasn't my type of show. What can I say? I still wish him a happy birthday. Nelly the rapper. He's 46. Just keep moving down. Stevie J. He's an R&B singer. I don't know. I would ask Dan Karcher, about Stevie J. R&B. Does he know R&B? I don't know. He knows jazz. Maybe we need an R&B show Friday night after the Doo-Wop Dream Machine. Stevie J. It's his birthday. He's 47. I never heard of him. I don't know. But he's 47. Who? Well, Jimmy Garoppolo, football player. He stinks. He's 29. Jimmy Garoppolo. If he goes back to Belichick, he'd probably be good, but he ain't that good, Jimmy Garoppolo. He's overrated, I think. That's just my opinion. I offer my opinion about everything, free of charge usually. Here we go. We're moving down the line. James Polk. He was a U.S. president. What number, though? That's the question. Do you know? You don't know. Neither do I. I had a look. It was 11th. Some of you might have known, though. I bet you some of you did know. I bet there was some people out there. They're like, "Oh, he's the 11th president." And without even blinking an eye, I had to cheat. I'm sorry. All right, let's see. J.P. Cooper. Never heard of J.P. Cooper. He's a soul singer. He's responsible for the EP "When the Darkness Comes" and "Keep the Quiet Out." I got to look into that. At least this guy looks pretty. He looks pretty funky. Got a nice hat and some dreads. I got to look into this guy. If I had hair, I would want dreads. You know, the real long, smelly kind. The kind that you haven't, brushed and cleaned for, 4 years, Let's see. Who else? Daniel Boone. He's related to Aaron Boone. I just found that out a month ago. Imagine that. Imagine your great-great-great-grandfather was Daniel Boone. Daniel Boone, American frontier legend who blazed Wilderness Road in Old Kentucky and lived off the land as a hunter and trapper. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to become a modern-day Daniel Boone. I'm going to become a modern-day Daniel Boone and live off the land. Trap and hunt, fish. I'm going to wear, I might even stop shopping, save some money. I'm going to wear the wool of the sheep. Well, forget about that, but I might trap and hunt if I think about that rat story too much in Popeye's. Disgusting. Really is. It's disgusting. It's gross. And you know that happens in a lot of places. Let me tell you something. I swear on my kids. I'm not going to say the bagel place. I'm not going to name the bagel place. I go there 2 weeks ago, 5:30, 6 in the morning. Maybe 6:15. 6:30. Front door's open because it's nice and cool out. I swear. It's just me and 2 other guys. The owner's there working. This rat comes running out. Little rat come running out. Boom, takes a detour, runs out the door. Poof. That's what I mean. He don't even know this thing probably was in a dumpster, came inside, took some bagels, some lox to his family. Disgusting. I'm not saying the place. I even went back there. All right. I went back there. But I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, should I? It's gross. It's gross. Anyway, we're supposed to be celebrating birthdays now, and I'm off on this rat tirade because it sticks in my mind. I don't know, man. Of this disgusting. All right, what national day is it today? Let's see. And if I skipped a birthday, it's because it ain't on this list. I mean, it's a cheesy list because Billy Squier ain't on it. If Billy Squier ain't on famous birthdays, it's ridiculous. All right, what national day is it today? 4/16, 11/2/2021, November 2nd. Oh my God. Oh my God. It's National Ohio Day. Who cares? I could have played a song, Blood Buzz Ohio. I could have played Ohio by the Pretenders. No, but it's National Broadcast Traffic Professionals Day. Who cares? Let me tell you something. If ever you invite me over to your house, or more importantly, if ever you come to mine, if you have deviled eggs in hand, you will always be loved. Believe me. The deviled egg. If I was shipwrecked, I need the deviled egg. I just need an endless supply of deviled eggs. Now, you're not going to want to be near me. My wife, I mean, she braves it out. She's going to sleep under those covers with me. The deviled egg can do harm to the internal parts of the body. But it's so good. Arthur and I going out. You're going to love food reviews with Arthur. We go to Yard House, and he was laughing because during the COVID, they took the deviled eggs off the menu, and those were awesome. These were awesome deviled eggs. I love deviled eggs. If you know how to make deviled eggs and you really want to get on my good side, just call me up one day on the radio. Clem, I made deviled eggs. Come over, pick them up. I will be there. I promise you. Don't worry. I will be there. I'm feeling much better. I love deviled eggs. Today, where can I get deviled eggs? I don't want to make them. That's the thing. I just want to go buy them. And if anybody knows a place, a restaurant that's got them as appetizers, please call. I will drive there today. Honestly, I will drive there. I'm in the mood for deviled eggs. I love deviled eggs. It's one of my favorite food. And they come in so many different ways. It's not just one universal deviled egg. I'm telling you. Right? I mean, you know how to make deviled eggs, you reach out to me. That's all. That's it. That's all I say. I love deviled eggs. I mean, I could talk about deviled eggs for an hour. I mean, I'd be very repetitive. Don't get me wrong. I would just be saying I love deviled eggs because there's so many different kinds. I went to this place. I don't know where, but where was I? I don't know. It had this glaze on it. Oh my God, those were the best. Somewhere in New City. Where was I? I don't know. The place somewhere. They had it as like, was it Mike's? I don't know, man. I had them. They're not on the menu. They just had them. I almost died. I love deviled eggs. It's National Deviled Egg Day. I want everybody to honor this day by either making me or finding me some deviled eggs. That's the least you could do for what I do for you every day, bringing you this radiotherapy. Find me some deviled eggs. Nobody has gotten me a connection with a cape robe, a robe cape. Nah, nobody knows a seamstress, huh? I mean, deviled eggs. Help me with the deviled eggs here, please. All right, I need some deviled eggs. Oliver's laughing. What are you laughing at? I need deviled eggs. It's not funny. He's laughing at something else. All right, 4:20. We'll take a quick break. I'm going to go scout out deviled eggs. Where in Rockland County can I find deviled eggs? If you know, be on the phone when we get back from the break. Otherwise, don't be on the phone because I have to leave the lines open for someone who knows where to find deviled eggs. We'll take a quick break. Woo!
It's great music that doesn't get in the way of your work. AM 1700 WRCR and WRCR.com.
We all want to live healthier lives and make good decisions. Join me, Carrie Potter, on the second Thursday of each month at 5 p.m. for House Calls, a health series brought to you by Good Samaritan Hospital. Each show will feature a different health topic and specialist. Your calls and questions are welcome. That's the second Thursday of the month at 5 p.m. for House Calls, brought to you by Good Samaritan Hospital. Advancing care here.
Hi, I'm Roxanne Watson, inviting you to join us every Wednesday morning at 9:15 a.m. for Michael's Gifts, a weekly program that focuses on organ donation and patient advocacy. I will be taking your calls and share real-life stories. This show is dedicated in honor of my donor, Michael Boville, United States Coast Guard, and his amazing family. That's Michael's Gifts, every Wednesday at 9:15 a.m. Michael's Gifts is sponsored by Live On New York.
Roxanne Watson is on a mission to have more people sign up as organ, eye, and tissue donors.
Are you an organ donor?
What drives her? Roxanne received a heart transplant made possible by an organ donor.
I decided that day to devote myself to signing up the most people in the United States.
Now she's a powerful force for good.
That's my goal.
What could you make possible as an organ, eye, and tissue donor? Leave behind the gift of life. Go to organdonor.gov. U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Health Resources and Services Administration.
You just heard that message, right? Well, someone, somewhere, is calling them up right now or planning to. Why not become them? Click on WRCR.com to make you them.
The year was 2021. Times had changed. The world was a different place. Technology had taken over. Social media was king. Print advertising was dying, and so was radio. Only one man could save it from extinction. Hey, what's up, Clemaniacs? It's me, Clem. Hope you join me every weekday from 3 to 5 p.m. here on the world-renowned Clem Radio Network, WRCR AM 1700, online at WRCR.com, WRCR on smart speakers everywhere. Don't forget to tell your friends, family, and coworkers, like our Facebook page, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and I'll see you at 3, Clemaniacs. All the love, and keep smiling.
Now let's take a look at the roads with Hudson Valley traffic.
In Westchester County, here's the headline of the Hutch roadwork. Single laning on the Hutch northbound Saranac. Just the right lane is getting by. It's till 5. I know they wrapped it up a little bit early yesterday, but I am looking at days northbound. The Hutch southbound is a little slow with the merging traffic from 87 down to Mamaroneck Avenue. 87 eastbound at exit 9, a minor accident. 87 westbound is sluggish from 8 and White Plains just before exit 3. Rain. Minor delays on the 3-way northbound in Rockland County, exit 10 to exit 15. Palisades Parkway is fine, so is Sonic and 684 Buffet. 84 westbound is slow from 9 and Fishkill across the Newburgh Beacon Bridge. We're sponsored by BioNTech and Pfizer. Football, food, fun. Some people think fall is the best time of the year. From the Valley Traffic Center.
Weather. For tonight, patchy frost after 2 a.m., otherwise mostly cloudy during the early evening, then gradual clearing with a low around 35. For Wednesday, patchy frost before 8 a.m., otherwise sunny with a high near 50 degrees. For Wednesday night, areas of frost after 2 a.m., otherwise mostly clear with a low around 32. For Thursday, areas of frost before 9 a.m., otherwise mostly sunny with a high near 50 degrees. For Friday, sunny with a high near 50. Saturday, sunny with a high near 51. And for Sunday, mostly sunny with a high near 52. That's the weather forecast. For WRCR, I'm Kevin Thomas.
Up-to-the-minute weather information is always available on the WRCR website. Day or night, when you want the weather, check our website at WRCR.com.
And the current temperature is 53.
Just a side note. I actually hit a deer in Florida many years ago. Florida, of all places. But it skidded right across in a car. Yeah, I was driving a Toyota Camry wagon, a 95, and it skidded across my hood, and it took a bunch of the front end off of the car, so you could actually see the windshield wiper tank in the front. Yeah. It was at night, it was a little foggy, and I reached down to turn up my radio, and I look up and I see antlers. So that was about it.
That's crazy. I mean, it's bad enough your car was wrecked, but good thing you were all right.
Yeah, I mean, police officer told me if I had hit my brakes, it probably would have slid right into the car, right through the windshield.
Wow.
So
wow. And so
I just powered right through.
One of the top, I'd have to say, 3 moments of the Clem and the PM. This was Clem and the PM afternoon train wreck, actually, back in the day. Was our man DG called in, driving his car. I believe it also was a Camry, if I'm not mistaken. It was a Toyota, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, Bryan Avenue Bob, but I believe it was a Toyota. He was driving on the Palisades Parkway. Next thing you know, he was like, dead air. We all thought he died. I mean, that was it. Like, we thought he crashed. You know, we were just left there to wonder, to ponder what happened to DG. He called back several minutes later. A deer actually had ran out. He hit the deer, and, that was that. So live on air, never to be duplicated again. Never, ever will you hear a deer hit live on air, except when you listen to shows like the Clem. I'm not talking about different shows. I'm talking about different editions of the Clem. You might catch a deer getting hit one day. The next day we talk about defending yourself against a shark, a grizzly bear. Remember that week we had animal self-defense. We're going back to animals today. All right, now we're moving on to the cow. You know, I look at this thing and I say to myself, how could I be for turning this thing into a filet mignon, a T-bone? I look at it. I mean, it's just like me and you. It's playing with its little next of kin. Little baby there rubbing its head. But what am I going to do? I mean, people making steak, I'm eating it. I love steak. I'm not going to sit here and then all of a sudden become a vegetarian live on air. That would be fake radio. I'm just saying, I want cow noises, but without looking at I can't watch this. And I want steak tonight. What did I say? I was going out tonight for what? Something else. What is it? It's National. What day is it? I forgot. My brain doesn't work. It doesn't function. Or it's National what? There's a food. It's a food. It's one of my favorite. Oh, deviled eggs. I could go for steak and deviled eggs. Somebody want to really step up and invite me over for dinner tonight? Steak and deviled eggs. All right, I would love that. All right, let's get to the cow story now. Here we go. Now I don't know why. I mean, obviously I could be talking political. A guy asked me today about my show. I told you we were talking. He said, "You go politics?" I said, "No, I'm not a divider. I'm a uniter." I mean, sometimes I'll talk a little political, but I'm not here to divide. I'm here to talk about cars and cows colliding with each other. All right, a cow struck a car. That's right. No, the car did not strike the cow. No, the police wrote it up in Dutchess County as a cow striking the car, causing coming head on, causing extensive damage to the vehicle. If you see this picture, I mean, the car is totaled in the front. The cow survived the crash and fled the area. APB has been put out for the cow. He's been charged with hit and run, possibly DUI. I don't know. Maybe he drank some sour milk or some hard cider. But APB is out for him. His name is Charlie the Cow, and he is charged with hit and run, totaling a car in Dutchess County on October 28th. Be on the lookout for Charlie the Cow. Probably have some scuff marks on his on his horns. Tomorrow, 8:30, going to my therapist. Let's go to the mental health thing. Arthur, tomorrow night, we're going to, is it tomorrow night? I believe it's tomorrow night. We're going to James Bond. We bonded. See how I tie this all together? This is what I do. That's why I wear the crown. We bonded through the Compeer program at Mental Health Association, MHA. Although he's a Giants fan, I believe he's a closet Cowboy fan. He's always wearing gray and blue, and it looks good on him too. But we talk about mental health, mental illness, mental disabilities, physical disabilities. Nothing's going to hold us back, none of us, no matter what we deal with. And everybody deals with something. All right, so I got a very exciting week. Wednesday, the hump day. I got my therapist in the morning. And then I got my man Arthur in the evening. Always a good time with that guy. A lot of laughs, especially when we talk about the Giants season. He's delusional. He thinks Daniel Jones is good. I convince him otherwise. All right, it's 4:35. I got this story that I want to share before. When I come back from the break, I got a real animal story. Like animal people story. That stuff disturbs me. Sally, the producer's on vacation. If not, I put her on vacation for the next segment. I just have to, I can't understand how these people, like what goes on in people's minds. But these firefighters, this is what I would do if I was a firefighter. They were suspended for driving their fire truck to a state lawmaker's office and threatening his staff over the city's vaccine mandate. I love it, though. I got to give these guys props. 6 New York City firefighters have been suspended. I love it. They go there to make a point. They're like, dude, we're firefighters. The guy's office was on like the 12th floor. They took the elevated ladder and just like escalated the ladder right to his window. Banged on the window. They had the fire hose ready. They're like, dude, you stink. Talking about this vaccine, because now firefighters are not vaccinated. Now there's going to be a shortage of firefighters. 6 firefighters were suspended, like I said, because they wanted to make a point. Now, again, that's probably going over the top, but that's something I would do. I would be guy number 7. This is definitely, an over-the-top, ridiculous way of getting your point across, and I'm all for it. I'm all for garnishing attention. Sometimes the wrong attention, but that's why people are now talking about this stuff. They had to do something like this to now get attention to talk about it. I understand. Good thing there wasn't a fire where the fire truck was needed. Now, that would have been a problem. But nonetheless, I stand with the firefighters. I stand with the police. Obviously, there's bad apples everywhere. Today I was talking to a customer. What was I? Let me think. Oh, my God. We were talking bad apples in what industry? I forgot. God. But we were talking about, I said, hey, there's bad apples in every industry. And there is. There is bad apples. But I stand with police. I'm not for taking them away. I'm for, listen, like even Howard Phillips says, some of these salaries are I don't want to say ridiculous, but they're up there. Especially the retirement. It should be like you get a choice. You get a pension or an insurance policy. Like a small pension, insurance, or large pension, no insurance. If you make over X amount of money, you don't get the insurance. It's got something, because that's why it just straps every business, every organization that tries to take care of their loyal people, but has, the future to worry about. And I know Howard Phillips says, that's why part of the reason why they had the taxing, they try hard to keep the taxes down to that 2%. Because it's all about the police retirement, the police medical, the police salary. And again, I stand with the police. They go out there, they give their lives every day. What is the cost of that? What is the value of that? But there's got to be some sort of reckoning, some sort of, understanding. But like I said, I always stand with the police no matter what. Firefighters, I stand with them. I stand with bakers across America. Those that get up at 3 a.m. to bake me a bagel, an English muffin, a croissant. Today I had a beautiful, beautiful muffin from David's Bagels in New City. It was delicious. And I stand with seamstresses worldwide. And I will stand with the one who makes me a cape robe cape combo. All right, I will stand with you forever. And if I get famous, I will take you with me. You will become seamstress to the famous. You may be able to dress some famous stars at the next, Grammy Awards just from my robe and cape. That's if I become famous, of course. I will wear it everywhere. Who else do I stand with? I stand with people who can't stand. I stand with people who don't like I stand with guys like Oliver. I don't know if he can stand or not, honestly. I stand with people who have, these, I see these contests, paraplegics or quadriplegics, the events. I get so motivated by seeing people like that who, I saw this guy the other day, this video, it was like 2 weeks ago, it was insane. This dude had no body below his waist. He was doing this, I was talking about the other day, he was doing like the tough man, like the tough mutter, one of those like Spartan race type of things. It was insane. He was like Tarzan climbing up this rope, then he swings. Then he does push-ups, handstands, with his limbs and, his hands on the ground, his body's in the air. No thought of limiting himself based on what we may perceive as a disability. I stand with those people. I stand with LGBTQ people. I stand with people of all colors. I stand with mostly everybody. All right. I mean, listen, I'm an easy guy to get along with, unless, of course, you trigger me with some sort of thing. Then you're going to think I'm an idiot because I probably am going to become one. But I stand with everybody, and let's all stand in Clemville. All right. I don't want to klembaya. I just want to stand. All right. We're not going to klembaya. We're going to stand, and we're going to stand for everybody to the right of us, to the left of us. We must create unity. I don't create a show that divides. I mean, some of the things I say might be ridiculous, might be somewhat of a touchy thing, but I'm not here to divide nobody. I'm here to unite. I always say, just smile and spread all the love. All right, that's it. I'm done with my sermon. I don't know where that came today. Actually, I know where it came. I'm feeling holy. Today, my first job was at Marian Shrine. Father Dennis, he broke his ankle. He's recovering. Ever since this morning, I feel holy. I honestly, like the spirits are in me. I must give a sermon, and I did. All right, Baruch Hashem, hallelujah, Gazi Gazi. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. Woo!
Pull up a chair or a cubicle and spend some time with us. We're AM 1700 WRCR and WRCR.com.
Hello, this is John Wicks. As the leaves begin to turn and Mother Nature gives us her color show, it's time to prepare for the upcoming storms. Soon the leaves will be gone and winter is coming. Ice and snow can wreak havoc with trees. Now is the time to prepare before the onslaught. Here at Wicks Arborists, we are trained to assess trees and look for potential problems before they happen. Visit us at wicksarborist.com or call us at 845-354-3400 before the snow begins to fly. We offer a 10% discount on tree pruning and removals performed during the winter, so now is the perfect time to get your work scheduled and save money too. Call us at 845-354-3400. Catch us on Facebook, LinkedIn, or on our webpage, wicksarborist.com. Wicks Arborists, where your property is...
Marcello's Ristorante in Suffern offers unparalleled Italian cuisine in both small and large plates, as well as an extensive wine and cocktail menu. Visit marcellosgroup.com for reservations, find out about their cooking classes, chef's table, and elegant events catering. Bring home Marcello's hand-picked products, extra virgin olive oils, artisanal pasta, and more. Marcello Russo DeVito is live on the morning show every Friday at 8:45 a.m. Call in with your cooking questions and find out about the latest specials. Visit marcellosgroup.com.
Hi, I'm Claire Sheridan. Monday, October. After the Ralph Lauren, join me to speak about his new book, 400 Years in America, 17th settlers, New Netherlands, some of whom are ancestors. Lives are reconstructed from the documents. Their stories are those of strangers
hope you will tune in. That's Monday, October 18th at 9:30 a.m. Crossroads of Rockland History is a program of the Historical Society of Rockland County. Visit our website at rocklandhistory.org to find out about membership, events, and programs. That's rocklandhistory.org. Call us at 845-634-9629.
Now let's take a look at the roads with Hudson Valley traffic.
Well, how about some better news? An accident on 287 eastbound near exit 9 for the Hutch is gone, and it looks like they're wrapping up the road work on the Hutch northbound through Mamaroneck. It's still a little slow from Wilmot Road up through Mamaroneck, but again, that road work should be completed by 5 this afternoon. We'll keep you posted. 287 westbound, though, that's getting a little worse. Delays from exit 8 to exit 4. Slight delays on the Thruway northbound in Rockland County from exit 10 to exit 12. Palisades Parkway in good shape. No issues on Route 17. 684 to Taconic. But you do a slow ride on 84 westbound from just before 90 to midspan on the Newburgh Beacon Bridge. We're sponsored by United Healthcare, connecting you to better health. United Healthcare has different health plans for different budgets, so you can find what's right for you. United Healthcare, connecting you to better health. Learn more at uhc.com. From the Hudson Valley Traffic Center, I'm Susie Cerrone.
Weather for tonight. Patchy frost after 2 a.m. Otherwise mostly cloudy during the early evening, then gradual clearing with a low around 35. Wednesday, patchy frost before 8 a.m., otherwise sunny with a high near 50 degrees. For Wednesday night, areas of frost after 2 a.m., otherwise mostly clear with a low around 32. For Thursday, areas of frost before 9 a.m., otherwise mostly sunny with a high near 50 degrees. For Friday, sunny with a high near 50. Saturday, sunny with a high near 51. For Sunday, mostly sunny with a high near 52. That's the weather forecast. For WRCR, I'm Kevin Thomas.
Up-to-the-minute weather information is always available on the WRCR website. Day or night, when you want the weather, check our website at WRCR.com.
And the current temperature is 52 degrees.
All righty, it's getting cold out there. We shall be back to cool weather very shortly. I hate the cold. I wear layers and layers, like 4 layers of thermals, 2 big socks, sweatshirts. I just never wear a jacket. That's the thing. I don't wear a jacket, but I always wear layers. I hate the cold. Always need a hat too. The crown is warm, but I wouldn't take it in the bad weather. If this gets wet, it's like, this is like the Wicked Witch of the West. If it gets wet, it's done. Well, then, I mean, I got to get another crown. This crown has become part of the show. It's a piece of the fabric of Clemville. All right, so I guard it against water and hail and snow and all Mother Nature's elements with my life. All right, so we're talking about animals. Again, I come up with these ridiculous ideas. I know. But if we enforced them, if we had a policy that you were an idiot or an animal, I'm going to say an animal acts like this on a flight, we tape you up in cellophane, we put you in a capsule, like, when you go to the store and they have like that, that thing you put a quarter in, it's like a candy machine, but there's a toy inside of it or something. It's like plastic, it comes out, you take the top off. Right, you take your toy out and you put the top back on the plastic, you crush it, whatever you do with it. You use it for storing stuff. Whatever you do with it. But I think like we have like this thing, if you're on a plane and you're acting like an animal, like these next 2 stories, I got 2 stories of people acting like animals on planes. We wrap you up in cellophane, we put you in one of these things and we just eject you out. That's it. Whatever happens, happens. I mean, you've been warned. You've come onto the plane. And check this out. I mean, this is not I cannot live in this type of civilization where a flight attendant gets assaulted. All right? I mean, it's like people get drunk, they come on the plane, or they get disturbed that their phone's not working. and this guy punches a female flight attendant in the face over, you know what? Masks. Even dumber. I at least if he was drunk, he'd have somewhat of an excuse. Listen, before I fly, I take Quaaludes and I drink 7, Jack and Cokes. I can understand then. I mean, you're inebriated beyond recognition. Everything to you is just a scatter. You don't even know you're 50,000 feet in the air. You have somewhat of an alibi. I'm not saying it's okay. I'm just saying it makes, it gives you some sort of defense. This guy's mad that he had to wear a mask. Punched the stewardess in the face twice. Again, what I do, I press my button. All of a sudden, revolving doors, out come like 4 beefy dudes, like 6'8", 420, jacked up, wrapping this guy in cellophane, putting him in he's going to be crying, no. Dude, we told you so. You do it once, media, some guy getting evicted out of an airplane 30,000 feet in the air. You think anyone else is going to go on a plane and do that? I mean, it only takes once, but over. Ooh, I got another story. Check this out. This is all in with 1 week. A Delta flight, another one. A flyer was arrested after one of the passengers on the plane put something in the pocket seat, disturbing the passenger in front of him who was sleeping. So you know what he did? Now, I'm telling you right now, if this guy has been taught since elementary school that if you ever go on a flight, but forget about the Pythagorean theorem, whoever uses that, it's ridiculous. There's over here, hi, boys and girls, you're in Mr. Hand's class. Sit down, Spicoli. All right, class, listen, if you're ever on a flight, remember we must use our manners on a flight. And this goes along for a train, because on a train, they'll wrap you up and throw you on the tracks and drive over you. It goes also for a boat. We'll wrap you up, put you in a thing, and toss you to the fish in the water. So you must behave on a flight, because if you don't behave, you're going to get wrapped up in cellophane, put in a plastic capsule, and evicted from the plane. You think people would be acting like this? This guy gets up without warning, like he's going to the bathroom, and he starts unloading on this passenger. Not verbally, but physically. Can we have this? Can we have this type of civilization where you're going on a flight, you're going to a wedding, you're going to, I don't know, where you're going, wherever you're going to, who cares? That's irrelevant. All of a sudden, this guy just starts unloading on your face. I don't know. Is it too much to evict him permanently from the plane? I mean, in a cellophane wrapped capsule? Yes, Kev. We have something there?
Yeah, we have Sally, who thinks she knows where you could get deviled eggs.
Oh, my God. Sally.
Hi.
Sally, you will be a lifesaver.
Deviled eggs at Old World Foods on Route 59 in Nyack in their deli section.
Oh, my God. I know exactly. And that's great because, do you know what? Let me see what time they close. Old World Foods. My son, I'm going to take my son to the Palisades Mall. He wants to go to GameStop. I believe that's where they are. They're somewhere around there, wherever they are. So Old World Foods. All right, let me Google this. I can't even spell it. Oh, my God. All right, listen, I'm going there, Sally. Thank you so much. In the deli. Okay. Old World Food Market. It closes at...
I hope you're there.
It closes at 9 o'clock. Even if they're not, I appreciate you calling and at least trying to make my day. I need to honor National Deviled Eggs Day, and you are a big part of it. Thank you, Sally. All the love. By the way...
All right, enjoy.
I'll see you later. All the love, all the love. Wow. I am there. I am so my son has soccer practice till 6. I'm almost done. I could probably even go there now and be like the happiest man on earth. My wife's not going to be happy tonight. All right. I mean, listen, I mean, she's going to still be there, but she's not going to be happy. Deviled eggs will ruin you. I mean, they're one of those foods that'll just contaminate you.
That's why, people that eat a lot of deviled eggs, I call them champions. I call them the champion gaseous clay.
Do you
Clay.
share this wisdom on the good?
I should start.
I mean, it's fine. I don't mind you sharing it here, but I'm just, I mean, gaseous clay. I love it. It fits the fabric. All right. Gaseous clay. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. And Kevin's going for therapy tomorrow also, right? Oh, help us.
Yes, and it's probably needed at this point.
Yeah, absolutely. No doubt. Everybody needs it, buddy. We know that. And you're going via Zoom, right? Or wherever, like, televangelical.
Yeah, I just phone call.
Yes, okay. All right, that's cool. Whatever, to each his own. Some people like that. Some, they say that going to an office sometimes gives people anxiety. Like that, like oh my God, I'm going to an office, and then they get nervous. Me, I like it. I get on the couch. I feel as if I'm in St. Martin with a colada in my hand. That's what I need. I need like a nice mixed drink. I'm going to try that tomorrow. Bring a nice mixed drink. Oh, my God. My new drink now is at Sangria's. The Sangria's Rum Punch. Now, Will in the morning show, I guess he doesn't drink. He calls like drinking like just wasted calories. To me, I disagree. A good drink in your hand can take you places that a soda can't, that a bottle of water can't. I that's just my personal opinion. Of course, it can also put unneeded inches on, but that's the balance that you find. The rum punch at Sangria's. Oh my God, you're gonna feel like you're in the Caribbean. That's what I need right now. I need a nice rum punch in my hand with some deviled eggs. Oh my God. Ooh. I'm going to stink to high heaven, honestly. Rum punch with deviled eggs. That's a recipe for disaster right there, but I'm going for it. I'm going to Old World Market ASAP. I'm jumping in the Clementi van. I'm going there. I'm going to practice, pick up my son. I'm going to get my daughter at 7. I'm going to GameStop right after. I changed the route. I rerouted. All right, I rerouted tonight's mission. Deviled eggs now. If I have time, I'm stopping for a beer. Going to get my one beer. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying 2. I just said 1. 1 beer is like drinking 2 waters. Then I'm going to get my son. We're going to get Donnie, Nyack High School. We're going to GameStop. I dropped him off. And then I don't know what I'm doing. Anybody free tonight? You want to hang out? Anybody want to hang out? You want to buy me steak and deviled eggs? I'm free, okay? Oh, my God. So anyway, back to my plane thing. I hate planes. And I need peace and quiet because I get excited quickly and I lose my mind even quicker. If somebody, you're going to read about me one day. Not that I'm going to be the guy acting up on a plane, but I'm going to be the guy attacking the person acting up on a plane. Like I'm going to go Shin Kun Jitsu, Kun Do. The things I've studied all the years, I've made my own style of. It's Bruce Lee, Chuck Norris, Modi Horenstein, Hoist Gracie, Steven Seagal. And even, I know you're going to laugh, but I got some Caitlyn Jenner moves in there too. And I created my own style. I would use it in a second on an airplane to crush anybody that acted like that. Honestly, I can't have that. I can't be having that. I need peace and quiet on an airplane. I need to be able to sleep. I need to be able to pass out on liquor and whatever else, get to my destination, somebody wake me up, drag me up, let me get my suitcase and go on with my life, my vacation, whatever. Or I can't be having these disturbances because I get all excited. I get anxious. I think someone's going to like knock the door off the plane. I'm going to go flying out. So I'd rather just put them to sleep and wrap them up and put them in a plastic thing and throw them out. All right, listen, my delusional 2 hours is almost over. I wish I could say we had a show after this. Coming up right after this is Country Living with Cowboy Mike. I don't know. What do I know?
I don't know much.
But I know he loves you. Tomorrow's Wednesday. I think we're going to have some fun Wednesday. Hump Day Wednesday. I am going to proclaim it game day. Tomorrow in Clemville will be game day. Let's celebrate with some fun. I don't know what kind of fun we're going to have, but we're going to have something. I'm going to come up with something. I got some games I was working on. I got a book. I got a Bible that I haven't worked on it for quite some time because it's been chimney season. I really got no time. I got no time to do nothing else except chimney this, chimney that. It's like they say, you got to make it. When what, the sun's out, when the hay is out? I don't know that saying, but I know I got to make it now. I know the time is just about over. Clemaniacs, I thank you for joining us. Continuing tomorrow at 3. The Wednesday edition, the hump day edition of the Clem and the PM. It will be something Clemazing. Superb, fantastic, Clemagical. See, I don't say like Clemtastic. That don't work. I say Clemagical, Clemazing. Superb. What do I say? Clem superb? No, that don't flow. Sometimes you do it, sometimes you don't. And on that note, Kevin, have a great night. Clemaniacs, all the love, and adios, Clemigos.